Hi, my name is Alyssa DiGirolamo, and I am the school counselor at Community Middle School. You can find my contact information right there, my phone number to my direct line to my office, and also my email. Both of these contact information pieces are also on our school website as well. So before we get started, I just would like to make sure that your child has joined my Google Classroom page. Of course, I don't assign any homework, but I do post counseling resources and other announcements relative to our school or things happening in the community. So please check with your child to see that they've joined my Google Classroom. This is what my Google Classroom page looks like, the little Bitmoji office, and here is the code below if your child needs to join. If you would like me to invite you with an email as the parent to join my Google Classroom, you can email me and let me know that as well. So just a little bit about me very briefly. I got my Bachelor of Science in Health Sciences degree from James Madison University, and then I went on to get my Master of Arts in School Counseling degree from the College of New Jersey. I actually did my internship here at Bound Brook High School, and this is my 4th year as the counselor at Community Middle School. So I've been with the district for about 5 years now, and I love it. When I'm not here or counseling students, I enjoy being at the beach, listening to country music, baking, and spending time with my boyfriend, family, and friends. So here's a list of my roles and responsibilities to give you a glimpse as to what I do from day to day. So really my role as a school counselor is to provide counseling that's brief and solution focused. So because my caseload is approximately 300 students, I don't meet with students for an hour, let's say every week or every 2 weeks. And if you're interested in having that sort of counseling for your child, please let me know and I can send you resources where you could arrange that. I plan and conduct classroom lessons as well as school-wide programming for different theme weeks, such as Week of Respect. I also planned a virtual career day last year, which I'm hoping to bring back, but in person this year. I'm also the anti-bullying specialist, so I conduct the HIB or HIB, whatever you prefer to call it, investigations, which I'll get to in a couple minutes. I'm also the intervention and referral services building coordinator. So if you feel like your child is struggling, you can also always reach out to me and we can make the INRS referral to them or for them rather. I'm also in charge of state testing for our building. So we actually just finished the Start Strong testing. So I'm the one that does all the coordination of that as well. And really, I just work very closely with the staff here at Community, as well as you as parents and guardians, to make sure that while your students are here at Community Middle School, they are safe and successful. Here's a few counseling resources I just would like to highlight. So Perform Care is an awesome resource that provides counseling services to youth in the state of New Jersey, free of charge, regardless of insurance status, and they can help with anything related to social, emotional, behavioral, or substance use challenges. And it's for youth all the way up to the age of 21. Bridgeway Pest, if you're concerned about the safety of your child, you can reach out to them and they can help you with any kind of crises that might be happening at home. And same with Family Crisis Intervention Unit. I believe all 3 of these resources will actually come out to the house to speak with you or your child if an assessment is needed. And finally, we have to go over harassment, intimidation, and bullying. So the state of New Jersey has a very specific legal definition of what they consider to be harassment, intimidation, or bullying. You might hear your child referred as HIB or HIB. So there are certain criteria that this definition includes in order for something to be categorized as HIB. So it's an act that can occur in person, in writing, over electronics. So whether that's texting, social media, email, whatever it might be, it can happen once or more than once. And the act has to be motivated by a certain characteristic that someone might have or someone else might think that they have. It occurs on school property, at a school-sponsored function, or off school grounds. It has to substantially disrupt or interfere with the orderly operation of the school and the rights of other students. And that basically a person should know that this act that's occurring would have the effect of physical, emotional harm, damaging a student's property, or having a student be in fear that emotional or physical harm could occur or damage to their property. It has the effect of insulting or demeaning any student or group of students, and it creates a hostile educational environment for the student by interfering with the student's education or by severely or pervasively causing physical or emotional harm to the student. So a lot of times in middle school, conflict or poor behavior will occur among students, and it doesn't necessarily make the behavior okay, but it also doesn't necessarily make it harassment, intimidation, or bullying. So something to keep in mind, that there is poor conduct and there's also things that are considered harassment, intimidation, and bullying. So really the reason why we push to report is to make bystanders as responsible as those directly involved in incidents of harassment, intimidation, and bullying. All school staff are mandated reporters, meaning if they hear about something or they witness something that could be potentially considered harassment, intimidation, or bullying, they must inform the building principal as soon as it occurs. So really, again, this is just reiterating that any member of the district is a mandated reporter and has to let the building principal know. Once the principal is made aware of a potential incident of harassment, intimidation, or bullying, the principal will then call the parents or guardians of the students involved, just to let them know that an investigation will take place. So again, this is the information about that initial call home that the principal will make. The principal can't go into too much detail because we really don't have the full details at that time. It's just to inform you that an investigation is happening. But we do always encourage you to talk to your child because they might have more information. So once the report is made, again, the principal makes that phone call within 1 day. The principal then gives the report to the anti-bullying specialist. So for community middle school, that's me. Within 1 day, I have 2 days to review the report and start the investigation. I then have 10 school days to complete the investigation and send the summary report to the principal. The principal then has 2 days to review the report and send it to the superintendent. At that time, the principal will also send home a letter notifying the families of the investigation outcome. The outcome is reviewed at the next board meeting. The Board of Education will affirm or deny the outcome. And then there's an additional letter sent home from the superintendent notifying families if the Board of Ed agreed with the school's decision or not. And parents have 10 days to request a hearing with the Board of Education if they don't agree with the decision. So again, I'm the anti-bullying specialist. I am the one leading an HIB investigation. And all that really means is that I may be calling your child or other students down just to talk to them and ask them some questions to try and figure out what actually occurred. So in order for you to make a report, you can use that phone number for an anonymous phone call. We also have the Stop It app, and you'll see our code for community middle school is Knights18. I have it highlighted in blue. Or you can just call the main office and ask to speak with Dr. Sanasterma, Mr. Egan, or myself to make a report. That is all I have for this evening, but I look forward to a great year with you and your child, and please do not hesitate to reach out if you need any assistance. Thank you.